All right, so it's a bit messy in here. Got some new projects going on, working on a few things, changing some things up, but I just got this package in the mail, and let me tell you something. It is a game changer for photo and video. Let's unbox it. All right, so knife safety. I should probably be the last person handling one of these. Oh my God. This, wow. This right here, it's gonna be the last camera you ever need. Oh my God, oh my God. Look at this beauty. Look, oh my God. It's the camera, yeah, you're focusing on that, look at that. That thing is just, it's a beauty. This thing just looks amazing. It has a 1 billion megapixel sensor. It shoots 37.4K and has a built-in lens that goes from 2 all the way to 2000 megapixels. I mean, you just can't beat that nowadays. And don't worry about you nighttime photographers. The low light in this thing makes it look like you're shooting in the middle of the afternoon. Like, where else are you gonna get that? All right, obviously, not a real camera. I could wish, I could hope, but even if it was, way out my price range. Suppose that felt a little bit clickbaity, didn't it? But to me, this little toy camera represents the piece of gear that you have right now. Whether it's a camera, an instrument, a piece of software, whatever you have, it may not be the best, but it's what you got and it's what you're working with, and that's what matters. See, because what people forget is you don't need the best piece of gear. You just need to know what gear you're working with, understand how to use it, and understand how to make it work for you. Maybe you're working with a $40 camera that you got a Goodwill that maybe shoots, I don't know, 8 megapixels and 420p video. Maybe you got some inexpensive $70 guitar at Guitar Center. Maybe you picked up one of those free pianos that you found on Facebook Marketplace. You know, the ones that are always out of tune and they just kind of sound horrible, but it's okay because it's yours. Maybe you got some pots and pans, some spoons, and that's what you're using to learn how to play drums. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you start with what you have. You learn the basic, you keep practicing, you keep trying, and you keep growing over time. Something that I've always heard over the years is trust the journey and stick with it. Now, it's not my favorite thing because I personally hate the journey. It's not my favorite thing. It's never been my favorite thing. I just kind of want to get to where I'm going and just know everything, right? Don't we all? But it's not wrong. Like it's one step and then another and then another and then another, and then eventually you get to the destination that you're going to. You get to where you want to be. You start off by learning one note, and then you learn more notes, and then you learn a scale, and then you learn some chords, and then all of a sudden you can take 3 or 4 chords, put them together and make a song. Maybe you're starting off with trying to figure out what a good camera is for you, what you want to do, photography, videos. Do you want to do more editing than you want to do actually taking the photos? Are you trying to learn why a nifty 50 lens might be better for you than say a 35mm lens? Maybe you're trying to figure out why people keep saying your shutter speed should be double the FPS whenever you're shooting video. Learning things piece by piece, something over here, something over there, putting together, letting it grow, learning your tool, mastering your craft. That's the journey. That's how you get good at it. Even when you've been doing it for years, you're still learning, you're still growing. And if you're not, well, then you're not really doing it right. Because those who claim to know everything and that they've done everything and they don't need to learn anything more and they're set in their ways, those are the guys just who aren't good anymore. Hey, Editor Ken here. I just want to make a quick point about what I was saying because I felt like I sounded a little bit mean. I wasn't trying to be mean, mostly. And I'm not saying that they're not good even though I said they're not good. Those guys can be great. The problem is there's a limit because they refuse to grow, they refuse to get past to where they are, and they rely solely on what they know and what they've done, and that's it. They're great players. A lot of them are super good players. Some of them not as good as they think. If you tell them that, you know, the whole thing. But then you get guys who are always constantly learning, constantly growing, constantly getting better. They see something and they're like, how did you do that? What did you do there? I want to know more. I want to see what you did. And then you get a group of them together. Oh man, it is the most fun you will find amongst creative people because they are learning, they are growing, they are seeing what each other's doing. And then they're going, well, what if you did this? And then that brings out a whole new bunch of questions and a whole new bunch of techniques. And they're like, oh, what if you combine this with this? It's just a whole big ball of fun. That's pretty much it. So that's the point I was trying to make there. I'm watching the video, I'm like, you sound mean, you sound harsh, let's expand on this a little bit. Now, let's get back to the video because we're about to talk about my favorite thing. Now, trust me, I love gear. I love it. It's my favorite darn thing. It, you know, it makes me happy as a pappy. It's my most loved thing and my bank account's most hated. But you don't need the best gear. Sometimes you start with something cheap. This was $10 off of Amazon. Now, I can't take a photo with it, but it inspires me. Keeps reminding me to use what I got. It keeps me going on this journey that we call life. You know, that was horrible. Editor Ken, cut that out. No. So my question to you is this. Where are you at in your creative journey? What gear are you using? Are you at the very beginning, using something that's less expensive? Maybe you've been doing this for a long time and you got some of that high-end gear, which, let me know, leave a comment down below, because, you know, I kind of want to look up and, you know, I like toys. I want to try out all the toys. So, hey, if you got value from this video, smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Vero, all those apps. I'm on everything at Ken Selden. Let's connect. Let's see what challenges we face, where we're at in our creative journeys, and let's do this together, because, you know, it's a process. We may hate it, but it's a process, and we're getting there, one step at a time. Okay, I'm back to work on my new projects. Peace out. This thing just looks amazing. It has 1,059,275.327 megapixels of pure power underneath that hood.